Hello and welcome to Factorio Saturday stream. I'm going to fire the game straight up, but I should do a bit of an intro. Hi, I'm Trismegistus. Why is my microphone now in shot when it wasn't in shot when I was setting up? I know the answer to that. It's because this stand is rubbish. Yes, I'm Trismegistus, and this is my regular streaming series where I attempt to build a Megabase for the first time. I am out not in the boonies as such, but out over by the thingamy. Because what I was about to do in my between streams was a bit of exploration, but I ended up playing Satisfactory. Also, I've been having a lot of trouble. My carpool tunnel has been a bit painful, so I haven't played a lot actually of anything. So what I'm going to do instead, I say that I'm with the the military Spidertrons because I was going to do biter clearance and stuff, but as I say, I haven't done that. We don't need to do it. I might do it tomorrow, but it kind of depends where I get to, really. What we do need to do is assemble all of the bots because I would like to build green science. And I think I should be able to fit it in here. I'm looking at the size of that. Should fit here. What I really needed to do, or what I need to do, is sort of finish off, because I can landfill basically all of these lakes, and that'll give me lots of building room, but it'll take a while to do that because it's quite slow, even with the spider bots to do it. So, where are they? Oh, they're all loaded up. Okay, so we can bring them up here as well. And if we need to do landfilling, we've got them there. We also need to bring... Are you all grouped together? You are. We need to bring our builder Spidertrons over. And this is us here. We need to be up here as well. Yes, so I didn't do a lot between streams. I did do... Did I do that on... No, I was going to do it, but I didn't do it, did I? I did an extra range to artillery. And this is me hedgehogging the, bit of exploration. So this is all of our range coverage. I did also plop in these outposts here. So we've now got all of the outposts covered in the sense that we have... Where are we? So this one here is the coal that I was actually setting up on stream. So that's sort of ready to go. I did actually fiddle around this now. I can put down a second station if I need to for coal. But this is then the stone one. So there's nothing interesting particularly about this other than it's stone. Oh, I should have put a radar here, shouldn't I? It's got the smelting for stone bricks and all that sort of stuff. So it's the same sort of thing I've been doing over and over again. What I did do was make this. So there's nothing, again, particularly spectacular about this. But it's the corner piece, basically. So it connects the straight pieces with an inside corner, as it were. Before I only had the outside corner. Because I've been intending for them to be square, but I'm doing a lot of... I mean, what's the point in me grabbing that land area? There's no point, so I might as well just do it down. Actually, it didn't make a lot of difference, because it's... because it's square, it's sort of the same distance, but, I've now got an internal corner. I also set up then an extra oil one. These are a bit close together, technically, but not too bad. The trains are... I can fit 2-ish trains between them, so it's not too bad. And also, obviously, there, it's an outpost. But yeah, so we've also got the second oil one. And what I did do as well is fiddle about with the oil, because I ended up keeping the single side loading, but if it proves too slow, or this... Because this is not ideal. You should really do straight out of tanks. But, we'll see whether it's slow and stuff. But it gives it... I've now... I've tweaked the blueprint rather than this. I'll probably do another one like this, because what I want to do, I want to have mostly oil processing local, I think. You know, I might do plastic or something as a separate build, maybe with coal and stuff like that. We need, you know, I need to work all of that stuff out really, but the builds I'm making are generally pretty self-contained, so should be okay. Right, so what we need to do then is make. Do I need all of you lot following me? Not really. I need to make a green sign. Oh, right, okay. I assumed you were all tied to each other, but you're not. So we want to make a green science build. I turn my bots on. First of all, yes, for anyone not, that's why I'm togged up with, you know, because of the saying I was. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I was basically going to do some, because that'll have discharged all my batteries and stuff. That's annoying. There's the immunity, one solar panel. I think I have another battery in usually as well. And then that's where my default thing would be. And we can put them in. And then that. And we need to swap you out, because you'll have military stuff in as well. So we can pop all of them in. And them. And then we can do some tree clearance. Yes, so for anyone watching who hasn't seen this series before, hasn't seen the streams before, and I'm doing this mostly for the benefit of everyone who watches on YouTube. Hello to my YouTube viewers. I know you. There's a few of you. I'll be getting a handful of subscribers, which is really, 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 really nice. The channel never really kind of went anywhere. I mean, not that it's, you know, we're talking, you know, very small numbers. This is no mega channel at all. But you know, I've done a few series on YouTube, and nothing's ever really happened. You know, I think I've had 12 subscribers for like the last 3 years or something. Half of them were bots. You know, spam bot things, not bots that I did, but you know, these spam bots that they use to try and flog things. Does anyone ever click on them? It always seemed a bit self-defeating there. But yeah, so say it's really, really nice that there are some people who watch. Am I full? How am I full already? Oh, I see. Okay. What I could do. How much room have you got in terms of? I bet you're full. You are, aren't you? Okay. So let's chuck that in there. And grab that one out there. And then convert that into landfill. Chuck some more in there. Yeah, and I say it's really nice, but I've started to think that maybe I should be sort of introducing these a bit more YouTube style, so that anyone watching there is able to follow up. So yeah, the purpose of this series is to try and build a Megabase, which is something I've never done in Factorio before. I have over 2,000 hours now in the game, and I say I have never made a Megabase. So I've been trying to design, doing that sort of offline, as it were. You know, between streams, using creative mode, trying to design some designs, which is usually what you do with designs. And I think I'm at the stage where I'm happy to sort of give green and military a go. Let's get rid of all that. And blue science should also be doable, but I don't know that we'll get to that this stream. During the summer, I'm only going to be streaming. In fact, it may become the default, because I quite like doing the 3 hours. I know there's all these things about you're meant to do 4 hours and all that sort of stuff, but we're not meant to. It's sort of I don't know, seems to be the like default minimum that, you know, people seem to do as they're streaming them out. And I was doing them, and they were fine, but it's quite long. And also, because I stream Friday for a couple of hours as well, it ends up that basically it's like if I stream 4 hours Saturday and Sunday, that's 8 hours, and then the 2 on the Friday, I mean it's 10 hours of streaming a weekend, which I think 10 hours is good for a week, but doing that on all the weekend is probably a bit excessive. And obviously, I've been in lockdown like the rest of the UK, so it's not like I had anything else to do. But we're coming out of lockdown, so you're not replacing that if I run out, or are you just all okay? I'll just plop another one down then. Fine, I'll do it. Leave me to it. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's fine. It's because I'm out of juice, basically. Let's grab them. This is not a very efficient way of doing this, but I wasn't really thinking when I started. So if we pop a couple of chests down, chuck all of my stuff in, basically. Right, I'll put that in there first. Chuck all my stuff in. Apart from the bots, obviously. Yeah, we'll come back for the rest of it. Trunk, fine, it's all good. Stick that in there. Right up. Am I being dumb here? Why are they not replacing that? Have I? No, it's just a charge issue, is it? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so let's get rid of the trees. It's a bit treey over here, so might take a little while. But yeah, so the aim of this series overall is to make a Megabase, and I did quite well. I think I've got all the main blueprints done, and I say we can do most of the sciences now. The big one I haven't even touched is the space science. So basically, should I clean down there? Let's just do that. Basically, the rocket parts. I've no idea how I'm going to do them. It's a lot of rocket parts that we need. What are you waiting for? Doopy-doopy-doo. Yeah, so I'd say, if you are watching on YouTube, that's hello, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. There's a full series list if you want to catch up or go through highlights and stuff. Well, there's no highlights. I haven't done the highlight videos, but I might do. It would mean doing editing though, and I am not very good at editing, and I don't enjoy it very much. Where was that wooden chest? Wasn't it over here somewhere? Here we go. Let's jump out. Oh, well, the reason they're not replacing it is because I haven't got any equipped. So they can't. Right, let's grab the wood out you. Put it in there, blow it up. Put it in there, blow it up. Put it in there. Blow it up. Blow it up. Convert that to landfill. Should just be one more. I say if I'd have been playing during the week, this is what I'd have come and sort of set up. But I say I've had some trouble with my carpal tunnel. It's sort of it's because I was playing so much the week before. Basically, what tends to happen with it is I overuse it essentially. Overuse my wrist, obviously. Twist it's to do with like putting, you know, like tension in it basically. And I don't feel any pain then, because it's like a sprain injury, strained rather injury essentially. So I don't feel any pain then, and then when I and because I don't feel any pain, I keep going, as it were, and then it becomes even more injured, or you know, overused, strained, however you want to phrase it, and then go on like that. Oops. Yeah, and then basically after that is when it kicks in and it's painful, and that stops me in my tracks basically. So it'll take a little while for it to sort of calm down, and then I'll be okay again. Right. So there's a lot of trees here, so I should have cleared it, but I didn't. Hopefully we can get pretty much all of them this time. Finish it off, sort of thing. That'll do. So a couple left, handful kicking about, but I'll sort of grab them whenever we're nearby. Yes, so say the green circuit build, green science build. It's still relatively simple. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Still relatively simple. You know, it's just this. You know, just iron and copper. There's nothing particularly complicated in that sense. Let's just get rid of that, and we're done. Cool. I'll pick these up and get back to Spidey. Got a load of coal. It's not very much use. Put that in you, so you can get rid of it. Right. Okay. So I guess the first thing we could do is plop down the rail. Now, the rail is obviously bigger. Now, the way I've done the blueprint is sort of fairly agnostic. Because it's just iron and copper again. There's nothing more complicated than that. But it's where I want to put them. So if we look at that sort of size, then they would fit there, wouldn't they? But I've not cleared those trees. So if we maybe put them on this side and then sort of work our way up. I'm not fully sure. It should fit in there, sort of, you know, without any need to landfill, but we've got them there anyway. So if we come down to sort of here, I need to remove more trees, aren't I? That's annoying. Okay. We come down to here. Now we need our blueprint for the rail drop-off, which is somewhere in the blueprint book. So this would be the outpost. This, here we go. So these are the things here. Now, was I just putting a regular... No, I was using a proper T-junction for them. Okay. So we need to actually find the normal rail. Well, no, let's put... So this is that's the science one. That's the actual drop-off. So, in fact, I'll turn my bots off. So if this was here-ish... I want it a bit further down. So if it's here-ish, then what does the rail situation look like? So I need to find the regular rails. So that's them there. So if that was it there, would that make sense? Or would there be better? I think that would be fine. Need to get rid of the non-chain signals. I should really space the, the iron and copper trains out, but I'm kind of anticipating that most trains will end up parked in the, in here. So if we get rid of this, all of this, and plop it down again. But I say we'll have to see. I say this is the type of thing I'm trying to learn in this series. I say this might be a bad idea, but we'll give it a go. As in putting these right next to each other, because there's no room for trains to wait in between. But because I've used chain signals, they should wait outside and not block the junctions. But as I say, is that a problem? I don't know. I don't know. Right, we've got to go that direction, surely. I think I probably need a couple of blueprints, really. So if that's the unload for one of them, and that's the unload for the other one, then that should all be fine. See more trees. Get rid of more trees. Some sort of error here where I've... Oh, no, it's just a junction. So, let's have a look. I've actually got a screen cap, so I'm going to cross-refer to that. So if I put... Let me think. If I put... Because basically, we need copper for the circuits. That's all we need it for. So it's not actually that much copper coming in. There's a lot more iron needed. It's about 6 belts worth, I think, something like that. But it should be all right with just sort of normal trains going on. But it's how I'm going to arrange it, basically. So I just need to have enough room, really, for a whole bunch of belts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if that's like maximum number of belts that we could support, actually, let's make it 10 because we do have a 10 balance, right? I probably do need to make 10 lanes out of it. So if we have 10, and then we say, 2 sets of 10, and then we give it the same amount of space again, and that gives us enough room to mess around with belts, basically. So the first place we could put anything is there. So I guess that would be... In fact, actually, because what I did, I made some standard ones of these, so that I could just plop them down, basically. So if I was to put this here, how far down would be sensible? I don't know about sensible, but what can we work with? So if we maybe say line that up there. In fact, let's use a bit of belt to ghost it in. So that's sort of there-ish. And this is the first corner here. So it's basically there. Okay. Let's leave one extra room. Can I find the beacon? There we go. So there's just one extra room for a beacon. But the actual builds will be here. And which way around do I want them? I guess I want the... something like that. Right. So, let's tidy all this up a bit. So this is the very bottom corner. But it's not going to have any actual... There's not going to be these here. It just lets me measure it out. Because I basically want 2 of them. Right? Which is... So the bottom row is going to be cogs. That row is going to be belts. Then we want 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are going to be the sort of green circuits, basically. So this is green circuits row. This then is the copper cable. We've then got, I say, belts. We don't need 4 machines making... Oh, sorry, no. That's wrong. So it's 4 machines making inserters. I was going to try and tidy this up, but... or sort of rearrange it a bit, but the corner was causing me a few headaches, so I've just left it as is. So it's a bit spaghetti. So yeah, basically it's four rows, because what I was going to try and do is put all of the inserters on one side and belts on the other. But that proved a bit tricky, basically, because belts are produced so quickly that it kind of doesn't... You know, what I did have done is put them down here, but say the belts get made so quickly because you get 2 to 1, basically. Right, so then we need... In fact, I could just copy and paste that. If I do that... Oops, missed. If I do that... Because we need 48 assemblers making green science. So that's 2... It's basically 12 rows, basically. No, that's wrong, isn't it? I need these to be sticking out the edge like that. So this is it here. Here we go. So this is... Well, how many have I got there? So I've got... So if that's 20, if I double that up, gives me 40. And then 2 rows should give me 48. So we have 2 at the top here. I say we need to put it all in and hook it all up, but that sort of shows how big it is. So that's fine, isn't it? Yeah, got loads of room. Because then the actual pickup for the actual, science should be over here, basically. And we've got loads of room for that. Excellent. Right, so let's turn my bot on. Let's bring over some of the... In fact, let's get them following me. If we... 6... Number 7... 7... 8... And number 9? Is everyone here? Everyone's here, yeah. So let's run around and see if we can't fill most of this in. I could make the builds a lot more compact because, I don't need these little gaps in between, but it's slightly easier, basically. To just repeat the exact same design over and over again. So I think that's that all filled in. Let's head down and do the rail as well. We should be able to do most of that, if not all of it. Yeah, my sort of plan with the oil is to have a mix, I think, now. So I'll have some stations that are just crude oil, and they'll sort of be my almost default station type. But then I'll have some doing processing as well, I think, into the constituent components, so that I've got the option then. And if I don't end up actually sort of doing anything with them, I'm going to need loads for rocket fuel. So, I can just have the rocket fuel almost be like the dump for any fuel that is left over, any type of oil that's left over, or that I need to use up so that other oil will flow, because of the whole limitation of tanks and all that sort of stuff. Then I can have excess sent to the rocket silo area. Right, so that's all of them filled out, I think. We'll connect the power up for this, and then I'll start hooking it all up. All right, start assigning it. So I don't like it flashing at me. Makes it easier to work everything out if it's all powered up. Right, so this bottom row then is going to be cogs. Let's go up there. And that takes speeds, doesn't it, I think? Oh no, prods on them. If I've got any. There we go. Prods on them. And are these all speeds here? Oh. Accidentally scrolled through. Is that green? That's green, isn't it? I meant to zoom, but it's scrolled. No, that's the wrong one. I hate the Windows photo viewer. It's a real pain in the bum. Right, let's zoom in on that one. Yeah, so belts and inserters are speeds, basically. So we want 4 of these, you see. And then 2 belts. Because I say you get 2 to 1, you see. So, and it's actually overkill. I don't think you actually need. Oh, why have I got them there? Just an error. Okay. So I don't need that. And then we want speeds in all of these. Okay. And then these, obviously, the green skint speakers. In fact, will it let me copy and paste that? Because what I could actually do, I could put the outputs to them, because what should work. Oh no, that's not going to make any sense, is it? What I was going to try and do is have them going out the centre, but that's obvious. That's where I'm bringing in these lads. So what I can do instead is have them come out the side. How many? If I've got 12 rows, and I'm feeding it into. What am I feeding it into? Feeding it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could do sort of a 6 to 4 balancer on each half. I'll feed that into the train. Okay, that makes sense. So, I say what we're going to do here is my standard little thingamy that I like to do. That would be there. Oops, that's like that, and like that. And then this is a green science with a prod module. And then we're going to have these coming this way. Now, how have I actually loaded them in on that? Yeah. So we can have these going up here, you see. Let's do it there. And that's that. And then the inserters we can have coming this way. Where do I want to load it? If I load it on that side, maybe. So actually there, like that. So this should be copyable now. I don't think it puts the recipes on, does it? No, it puts the recipe, but not the thingy. Not the modules. Okay. So I'll just do these by hand. Like this. And then copy that. And plop that down. Times here. I mean, I could have exported the blueprints and stuff, but I thought it was more interesting to actually show the build. obviously, I mean, there's all of this stuff in the spiders, hopefully, and we can send them back. If not, why has that one got prods in? Did I put them in manually in there? Okay. We'll just run down. Drop them in. That we've got. I'd say there should be some more in the spider, but I'll have to do that in a minute. Yes, and basically then these, that's the next picture. So basically these are actually the cables, and that's because I was having some trouble going around the corner, basically. That's what I was trying to say. You know, the arrangement is not ideal on these. But these are prods again, but I haven't got any, have I? I say, well, I'll put them in, and then we'll have to see how many I have to add on in order to actually sort of make the amount that I want. So basically we're going to have iron coming up that way, and we're definitely going to need at least one of these lads. And what we should be able to do is have, you see, hopefully we can have 2 green lanes, but how have I arranged that? Let's have a look. Right. So, what we want is copper coming down here. And... oh, that's the output, I see. Okay. Okay. So, if I put this here, then it gives me their maximum... actually, let's just put it like that to start with. So like there. And, well, I don't need that like that. And then also running down this out, you know, this side here. Yeah, that's right. So it's doing this. So see, it's 2 lanes of copper basically that I'm bringing in. In fact, actually, let's do that. I'm trying to give myself the maximum number of options with sort of inserters. Is sort of what I'm going for. But not necessarily hooking them all up until we find out actually we can't, you know, we can't support it. That should be an inserter, shouldn't it? Not inserter, underground. Like that. Yeah, so we'll chuck on like this. I say I'll see if I need to add on more. And the output then should be... which way have I done the output on this? I think I've done it across basically. So what I've done basically is like that. Huh, that looked weird. Huh, that's fine. Yeah, so I say I've sort of done that. And then there's also the options of doing things down the sides as well. But yeah, I think that should... and then if we put, say, ones like that, and then we can copy and paste that. So I can fiddle about with it. That's kind of what I do. I've just sort of I've overdone it basically on the blueprint, and I kind of want to rein it back now. I'll sort of see what happens. We will eventually reach a point where we kind of can't do any more. You see what I mean? Right, so what I'm doing here, so I'm getting 2 lanes of green out by... Let me think about that. What have I done there? Oh, I've done it on the other side. That's interesting. Okay. What do I do? Oh, it's so I can... Yeah, okay. So we go again, go with blues. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? That puts that... Because it puts it on the right. So if I have that there, then it should go on the left. Yeah, okay. And then the second lane is my old shenanigans. I've done it at the top. Does that matter? Can I do it at the bottom? So this is the other green coming out, basically. So where are you? You're there. Okay. Let's just do it like that. A bit less confusing. Right, so this would be an underground here. And an output like that. Underground there. And that feeds that onto the side. Like so. So we should be able to just sort of copy and paste all of that. Duplicate it across. Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll have to fine tune it. What I'm basically then doing, I say this is where I was having the trouble, really, with arranging the belts. But I'm then basically taking these down. So this is coming in the middle. And this is coming around the top because you actually need quite a lot of green belt. What have I done here? Zoom in a bit more. So that's the green. Oh, I'm putting it up the side. Okay. Is that going to work with... Because I'm putting it there. Okay. Can I... How would that have to work? So, if this was the output here, and I'm putting it out like that, that's on the right side. So it's that one again, isn't it? So actually better off... Oops. Doing a belt, because that's a bit more compact. And that should be the other way around. Except that that's not right, is it? Because... In fact, that's a point. That's missing the connection there. I was messing about on Discord. I didn't... Hopefully that didn't appear on the screen. I think I'm just going to close it, because... I just... Oh! What's happened there? Oh! Why has that come up? Right. Do that. Why are you not... Let me exit. Okay, so I don't know if that came up or not. There's like a streamer mode thing. But it seems to be popping up random notifications of people in groups that I'm in. Or servers that I'm on. Whatever you wanna, whatever the correct phrasing is. Right, so I got myself confused. So the point of that system is basically why I'm doing it on the back is because it lets me do a simpler version of this, because this obviously is feeding in on the wrong side of this underground. So what I actually want to do is that, and that will then be on the right, and that lets me feed that onto the left, basically. So that's the output of inserters. We want some sort of, green circuits coming in here. So we'll do that. Give ourselves maximum options for inserterage. I'll probably put just the one on for the time being, though. Like that. And then you see I need iron. Oh, I need iron plate, green circuits, and cogs. And what I've done there. Let's have a look. So I need to hook this up. I'm feeding this in twice effectively. So what I'm doing, I've got the iron coming in here and sort of going up here. Yeah, so we've then got iron plate there for both of them. I'm also feeding in iron plate here, but I can change that. Can I? No, that doesn't really work, does it? If that's just like that, that's like that, and then I think I'd have to move that basically. So then we can do the old trick here of this system like that. So that's because you need quite a lot of cogs, I seem to recall, but we'll just put the one on for the time being and we'll see how many we actually need. And then this is this. Like that. So this is iron plate coming in. So that's iron plate coming in, that's iron plate coming in. So it's 2 to 1 basically. And then iron plate going through and being loaded in here. This gives me more green circuits here. So I can do that. I say, you know, the point of this is to fine tune the design to get it working, as it were, as we need it. So this is getting cogs from there, iron plate from there, green circuits from there. So I should now be able to copy and paste this to here. Didn't quite match with that, so I'll get rid of that. Again, didn't quite match with that. Why not? Oh, because that's the old. Okay. Like that. What I actually need to do is then do that again. And then we'll do these 4. Like that. Similar sort of idea with the belts. But as I say, you get so many belts out of just a couple of machines. Because we don't need the green circuits continuing on or the cogs. Well, no, we don't need the green circuits continuing on. But we get so many of these that we can just do a mad array of outputs. And it'll completely fill this belt, no problem. But what we need is this similar idea here to feed in both iron plate and gears. And we can do that. And that again, that bit, what did I do? I did that. Like that, didn't I? So we can fine tune. But here, we need more iron plate, so we can take this up. Like that. And then we'll copy and paste this one to here. And basically, I mean, what I could do a balancer or something, but it's just easier to, because that's the input. It's basically just easier to do this trick, essentially. The old prioritized output. Like that. And then we can put one of them. 2, 8. Takes it a while to sort of fill up when you do it this way, but because we're spamming out so many, it's sort of it's fine basically. Right, so that's that bit of it. Don't I need another balancer? Oh, actually, that's wrong. So what I really need is to do that and have that be there. There we go. And then that's the output on the right. So it's that really that I want. Okay, so it's just... Although, no, I don't actually want that because that's wrong. Hang on a sec. Get rid of it. That. Because that needs to be that direction. There we go. So yeah, one of these. So, because it spews out so many belts that... It's kind of self-sorting, as it were. Right, so that's all the belts there. Yeah, so... Oh, I need this here, don't I? So... That. So this is one iron plate, and this is another. As I say, we kind of need to have a lot of them. So we'll have to sort of do some splitting. In fact, it's probably best to move this out of the way, really. Pop it, say... Is that in line? There. No, that's not in line, is it? Oh yeah, it is. There we go. So pop that there, out of the way. Yeah, so that's all iron plate. This is the green circuits, and then we want copper coming in at the top, basically. So how many belts do we actually ideally want? So we got that there. Like that. Oh, so I'll run the spiders around in a minute and sort of fill everything up. I need to grab... It's quite a lot, isn't it? More than I was thinking. They don't need to be full belts, so it doesn't matter that I'm going to split them up quite a lot. I love that little wave coming out with the bolts. That's quite cool. So this works in the example that... That's quite cool. That in the extreme that I've got like millions of inserters on, you know, just absolutely all of the inserters everywhere. Right, so we want... Oops. No, we don't. Oh, I keep missing with that. Right, so ideally, we would also want all of these to be iron plate as well. So it's probably going to be best if this one is iron plate, isn't it? Yeah, that makes the most sense. So if that's Control V. What did I actually... Hang on a sec. Let's go back to my original reference diagram. And how many did I split it into? So it's 8 coming in, obviously, and then I've split it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've just done 8 lanes, basically. And then I've done priority splitting. But how many have I actually got here? I've got 12. Okay. And then this would make 16, wouldn't it? Because what I could do... because that's double, basically. So what I could do... Would that work? Oh, I'm looking at it, because obviously it's a separate book. So this is the 8x8 balancer, and that would ensure that all of the lanes are balanced. You know, we've obviously got lane balancing, and we've got, you know, lane balancing. But then I could split each of these in 2, And that would give me 16 lanes. Or, as I say, I can do priority splitting again. I mean, I know that works, so I might go down that road. It is 16, isn't it? We've got 12 there and 4 there. Yeah. Yeah, let's split all of these up. In fact, let's just copy and paste that. A bit further up. And then we'll give a bit of a space here in case I need to do some shenanigans, but that gives 4. And then we'll get our corners and stuff. Is that the right corner? It is, but that's in the way. So that's 8. Like that. Oops, wrong one. Do that there. Paste them in like that. Right. I'm just trying to think if there'd be any problems with that, and I can't think there would be. It's going to be a bit weird, but whatever. So the idea basically is I take each of these lanes and split them into 2. Like that. Would it be better to do it? So, oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 12, 14, 16. Crikey. It's a lot of belt. I don't think I've got that much belt, actually. Oh, wrong way round. Missed. Crikey. You see, my slight reticence with this is I'm not entirely sure the draw is even. So I think it's not quite a thing. But we should get back pressure, causing it to sort of self-balance, self-right itself. But I could always add some priority splitters here as well. But that sort of defeats the purpose, because then I'm kind of joining them back up again. If you see what I mean? Let's just do that. Crikey. It's a lot of belt. Oops. So up to about there. Let's cut that corner off. And then we got, because that's wrong. Like that. So which way we go around the corner? We go around that way. 2, 3. Okay. And then the straight bit. Cool. So yeah, so I'll make this iron. So I'll go and do that now. Oh, I need to put them in. So this would be 2. Yeah. Because what I should really have is a 16 balance, 16 lane balancer if I'm doing this, but I'd have to go and do one of them or work it out myself, and that's not happening. Right, so this needs to be so how am I doing it? I'm doing so it'd be green science, plate, unload. Okay, so this is green science, dash plate, unload. Is that spaced out nicely? So green science, space, yeah. Cool. So that's that one. So this then must be copper. So this would be green science. Copper plate. Unload. Awesome. So let's hook that one up. Now, I only need 2 lanes, I think, don't I? Yeah. Just the 2. I know that with... Let's make them closer together. A bit tidier. I know with oodles of balancers on it, this is fine, but... we'll have to find out... Not balancers, oodles of... No, need the book. So this is 8 to 2, I think, isn't it? Which is just, yeah, it's just a set of, joiners up, basically. What was I saying there? Inserters. I know that with oodles of inserters, that it will function. But, we'll have to sort of find out how many we really need or can get away with. I don't know how UPS intensive inserters actually are. I know they are, they do use a fair bit of processing, particularly because they're not... I mean, when they're idle, they don't use any because they just go into a sort of sleep mode. But, I mean, these are not going to be idle, basically. Going to go in all the time. So what we need then is the output, don't we? We need the green science coming out of here. Oh, that's perfect. Hey. Like this. So I'm kind of anticipating today we'll do green and grey. Green and... what's it called? Is this actually called logistics? I always just call it green. Right, so let's bring Spider over. And all of his friends. And you should have some... Oh, crikey, can't see. Some of them that I can stick in. And let's get in you. And see if we can't get them in there. Have to be a little careful of this because it can end up accidentally putting them into the Spidertrons. Right, and then that one there. I think this produces slightly less than 5,400 a minute. But say my sort of goal, not as I say. I have a habit of going as I say. And I have said it, but like, months ago. Oh, it's better. It's really, really humid in the UK today. It has been for a little while. It's sort of around a weird summer where we got a really sunny bit. What do I call that? Stone and stuff. Yeah, a really sunny bit. And then, in fact, let's put that in there. And then that was it. And then it's been sort of a weird combination of humid for quite a few. Oh, I need to put some modules in here as well, don't I? Now these... Oops. These are definitely prods. Is that prods in there? It is, but I don't have enough. Have you got enough? You might have. Might be a bit close though. Like that. Did I get modules and everything here? Looks like it. Oh. Need to fill out the belt. That's cool. So, I think everyone's moduled. And, sorry, beaconed and moduled and etc, etc. So I can fill the rest of this belt in to the best of our ability. I suspect we don't have enough belt. So you haven't even got any belt, so I don't know what you're complaining about. You have splitters. Well, splitters. Well, there's some splitters in this. But you're out of belt now. What about you? You didn't really have a lot of belt anyway, but you have got trains. And you've got undergrounds, but no more belt. Right, okay, so everyone that might have belt is out of belt. That's the basic point. So what we'll do, we'll keep Traintron over here, and we'll send the rest back. I would imagine the military ones have got a bit of belt in them, but I don't know for sure. So we'll send them over there. In fact, can I avoid... Yeah, if I go this way, I can avoid getting into the wrong logistics network. Send you all over, say, to there. Right, so they'll go and restock, basically. And get rid of wood and all that sort of stuff. And I need you to help me build the loading station. Which is that one? Yeah, it's that one. But we only need that corner. So what I'll do, I'll probably put a bit of room in case I need to do some balancing. So I can put it there. Yeah, that'll do. And then this is the actual unload station. Loading station for the sciences, isn't it? Yeah. Now, as I say, I need to get how many? 12? Oh, 13. Oh, have I got one too many? Would not surprise me. Oh, yeah, I got one too many. Okay, so we can pick them up. Chop the end off, basically. That's fine. So we need 12 belts into 8 belts, essentially. So what I could do, I could have 6 to 4 balancers. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So what we want... I'm going to move this up. Move this. Take this up here, basically. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, where does that align? Yeah, that's not bad. So we take this past here, basically. And we'll have them all come this way. 3, so 4, 5, 6, 6. Like that. And then have these up here. Like so. No particular rhyme or reason to this, just sort of slapping it all down. So is that 6? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So one of them. And then when it's on a 6 to 4 balancer, it should be there. Should be fairly simple, I would have thought. Yeah. 6 to 4 balancer. And then we can actually use that to get us over to here. And then actually wrong one. Let's do that. Why are you not filling out the... Oh, because you're miles away. Let's take this around here. And then basically I'm going to hook these into here. There's no sort of cross-balancing is the only problem to this, in the sense that if half the machines aren't, run out of material and stop running sort of thing, it could get quite uneven. But as I say, hopefully we can sort it out such that... So where does that connect? Is there a good lining up point there? So, we want this balancer again. Can I put this somewhere that... So if that was maybe there... Is that lined up? No, of course it isn't. Whoop. So it's there. I like a nice bit of evenness, Right, so... like that. I bet the other spiders are done by now, surely. So let's... Oops. Put them back in. Are we all stocked up? Looks like it, I think. Yeah, okay. So let's head on home, please. Or head on back over here. Might as well plop it sort of there-ish, because that's a nice concentration of where belts need to go. Continue with this. And up here. Let's try and make this an even, sort of a balanced number of 2, 3, 4. So just to make it a little bit tidier. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about here. 1, 2, 3, 4. About here. 2, 3, 4. Well, there. Is that enough? Oh, perfect. So you're that one. He says perfect, but he appears to have forgotten one. 1, 2. Oh, that should be there. And where am I putting you? Let's put you somewhere in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Say there. That'll do. That'll do, pig. No. Cool. Okay. 3. Yeah, like that. Are they back yet? Seem to be taking a little while. Oh. Where are you? Oh, you're just arriving. Go over there, please. Fill that out. To that. So I suspect this won't quite do what I want it to, in a sense. So I may have to do something slightly different, because I suspect these are going to be more hungry than I'm, the amount that I'm feeding them. But we'll see. Right. Any other areas without? Oh yeah, obviously up here. I should really put a radar over here if I can. In fact, let's not put it there. Let's put it there. Radars on the train should cover everything else, though, I should hope. Where are you, my spidey little spidey friend? Oh, you've not done. You didn't do the bottom. Look, you've missed the bottom. They actually messed this blueprint up, I think, in that these aren't actually in a line. I don't think. Or they don't look in a line or something. I got a bit confused with it at one point when I was working them out. Because I've got two mirror images, basically, of each other. We've not run out of belt again, have we? Oh, these are really not... Okay, there's going to have to adjust some recipes there, I think. Or, you know, some logistics requests there, because we're quite a lot. In fact, why have I done that? What I wanted to do was check to see if anyone had any belt. So I don't think they do. There's two of them on top of each other, though. So, no, because you're all floor stuff. No belt there. No belt there. No belt there. Okay. So we need to send at least one of you back. Who's got the most? So you're the most, aren't you? So send this one back. Again. Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust some recipes, I think, because I've got way too many splitters compared to... No, you need to go there. Yeah, way too many, splitters and undergrounds compared to everything else. Oops. So this, then... Am I just using the symbol again? I think I am. Yeah. So this becomes... Green science load? Yeah. Oops. Cool. So we need any trains that you've got. I know you've got some as well, haven't you? Should I send them back? Might as well send them back. So I'll get these restocked as well. Over there, to there, stand there. What am I doing? So I could go and plop in that radar. Oh, I was making the actual trains. Let's plop in that radar first, though. While that's on my brain. Cool. So we need a 242. A 242. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And set this to green beacons. Beakers, rather. Had a really good stream yesterday with Satisfactory. No one watched, of course. That's not... it's part of the course in terms of the live stream, but I know some people are watching on YouTube. Yeah, I thought it was a really good stream. It was very productive. Sort of started oil, basically. Right, are you? No, you're still filling up, are you? Okay. They're having to come all the way across, basically. Right, so I'll go and set up... Oh, well, actually, I could put on... Because I think I've just done fill and empty, haven't I? Load and unload. Let's have a look at that train. It should be just here. And then it should be set over here. Load till full. unload till empty. Excellent. So load till full, unload till empty. Excelente. So let's dash down, and I think I can have one train. I don't think I can do both of them because I haven't got enough carriages now. The iron's the most important one. So we'll get that done. 3, 4. Oh, I need to bring fuel over, don't I? Have I done that here? No, I never set it up, did I? Okay. We'll leave it then. That's a point. I didn't think about that. I think so. Some of my sort of big, takeaways. Let's just put a couple in each. My sort of big takeaways for this whole series really are around needing to come up with some blueprints for myself. Standardized sort of blueprints that I can sort of roll out. Obviously, this is the first time I've done it, so I'll try to do it. So there's all sorts of learnings, but also the whole transition from bus base to Megabase is something I really need to sort of think about more, basically. Oh, was that it? I haven't got any more. No, unless they've gone into it. No, okay. Oh, well, fine. So I only got one train anyway. So how about... Now, what have I done? I think these are just full and empty, aren't they? I think I've reached the point where, yeah, I'm not doing time drop-offs or anything. So we want to go green. No, we want to go pick up. Oh, I've mixed up my terminology, haven't I? This should be load rather than pick up, but oh well. So this wants to fill, and this wants to empty. Should I risk sending it? I mean, I could put some more... I mean, rocket fuel's fine. It's not gonna... It'll make it out there with 3 of them on that, but... It's whether I want to send it now or not. What are you lot doing? You're still bringing melts? Crikey. In that case... I'll get you to follow number 5 as well. Make sure everyone's hooked up. Yeah. So I'll leave them there. And I'll do a trial. We'll go out. Set this to auto. I'll do a sort of trial run over to the iron. I've now got, I think, 3 iron outposts. Obviously, they always pick the closest one, but I've set up all that logic stuff to grab them. This is iron. This is copper, isn't it? Yeah. You see, that's not ideal. That's an example of a not ideal thing in that I've now got my iron and copper crossing over, and that's not going to be very efficient. But, we'll have to see whether it really causes any problems. The trains hold a lot. It's like multiple minutes worth, and we're going to have several trains at each thing. So certainly for these, it shouldn't be a problem. What I'm kind of anticipating is for the... Are we filling up? We are, and you should have got now some nuclear fuel. Excelente. Oh, I didn't come and... Nuts. I've edited these, so they're a lot quicker to fill up now. But I never came and changed the existing outposts. Okay. So these new ones have got the newer design. You see, it's more space so that I can put things in on both sides if I... Well, I mean, that's on both sides. But I can do both of them both sides, if you see what I mean. But I can't do that on the other design. Oh, the other version of it. But yeah, so I've effectively got iron and copper trains crossing over, which doesn't feel like a good idea. Am I going to leave that running? Might as well. These lads should have filled up by now. Yeah, it doesn't look like any bots are doing anything. So we'll bring it back and fill out the rest of the belt. We should also be able to do the copper train. Ooh. I was literally running into the train then. That could have killed me again. You get used to having the Spidertron, because Spidertron's obviously above everything and nothing crashes into it really, which is always a puzzle if you think about it. In that, I guess the idea is it puts its legs out the way, but the trains don't crash into its legs at all. But the biters can bite its legs, so they're both there. You know, they're both there with a hitbox and not, sort of thing. It's a bit sort of, well, which is it? Right. So the idea here. Interesting, we're getting a gap. Why are we getting a gap? Oh, because there's just simply not enough material anymore. I mean, it's only one train. So it's only, 2,000 in each carriage. But yeah, the boxes have emptied very quickly. Cool. This is what I was talking about because I'm obviously splitting it in half. I don't know if that's going to supply enough stuff. Here you go. So here's the belts working. Oh, it's 1-to-1 with iron plate and that, isn't it? So what I could actually do is maybe do a half and half belt here. I don't actually need full iron belt because I've actually got 2-to-1 and it's 1-to-1, of course. How would I arrange that if I wanted to do something like that? Are the spiders back? Yeah, spiders are back. So let's fill out all the stuff first before we start tweaking and optimizing and etc. I'll go up and meet them. There's no copper coming in, so I say the inserters won't work, which means green science won't actually do anything yet. But we can get it ready for that. Yeah. Besides this, I don't know whether this is going to be a problem. Because the others should sort of back up, basically, because I don't think it's as higher demand. Right, so if we grab 8 of them and 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I already got them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And pop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I now don't have any rocket fuel, but I can stop the other train. This is copper plate. When it comes back again, and pinch some of its nuclear fuel. And then, is it back here? No. So it's going here because it's the shortest. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, no, there it is. But it's not got the quicker loading version on it, so... Yes, so we want to go from... copper pickup to copper unload. And we want to be full. And we want to be empty. And we want to nip up here very quickly. Set that on manual. Steal some of the train's fuels. And say that one. And that one. And that one. I mean, hopefully the outpost train is restocking them. Hopefully. Could do one more, even it up a bit. Bet you've got, yeah, you have. Okay. Start that in. Set you on auto. And flip you back to auto. There you go. You see, it stopped before it had left because of the whole fact that there's another train there. So I say I may well run it, or I'm almost certainly going to run into issues with that. Let's nip up to the top because this isn't quite finished, this belt yet. Chunky autosave again. Cool. If I put that on auto, it should just wait, shouldn't it? Because, yeah. It's got nothing to put in it. So the thing I realised here is that we need 1.5 belts each, really, for this. And we can do that by... Oh, hang on. That didn't even have a... Unless I took it out, did I? We can do that with some sort of shenanigans, basically. So what we can probably do, if I was to do that, what would that look like? No. Maybe if I do it over here. So rather than that, I do that. Well, that puts it on the left side. So I need to get some of that on the right side. A simpler solution would be to use this one, I think. Oh, that's not long enough. So in other words, if I make this half a belt, what's the way of doing that? What I could do is, what could I do? Because we want the option for another inserter. Actually, if I move that up, I can put that there, that there, that there. No, that's not going to work because it's the wrong side. But I could do that. This will be a bit spaghetti. Like that. And then this comes out here. Goes here around like that. Now I just need to replicate that. So we have that there. Like that. And that like that. And then finest pasta. In fact, I could just put that there, couldn't I? I don't need... Whoops. What's going on there? All of those are the wrong way around. You know, don't need to do that. Like I've done that there. It gives me the option, and if I do want more inserter madness, we could make that... Oh, it doesn't really need it, does it? Well, we'll let these run a bit. I say, I don't think I need all of this capacity with this, but we need missing an inserter there. Because that's doing. So they're not. I mean, they're not chunking. They're not, doing. But I don't know whether everything. No, nothing. Not everything's running here. Why are you not running? You're not running because you don't have inserters. Because I haven't sort of optimized them yet. Not optimized them, but I haven't, fiddled with it basically. So let's go to this end. So copper's coming in, and all of these have got copper. They're not really outputting enough copper. Why are you slow? Oops. Why are you? What are you doing? Why are you slow? You're slow because you don't have any copper cable. So we could boost up these. Oh, have I not got any laddies? And then we can boost up these. Which hopefully make it a bit quicker. They're not quite full, fully running. We'll have to see. It's not running out though, is it? So what I could probably do is not have stacks there. So we swap all of these out with stacks. What does that do to the general flow of material? So it's absolutely chunking out. I mean, you don't need that quite arrangement. So there are. Oh, it's not really outputting fully because it can't output fully, can it? Why is this not putting it on the right side? Isn't it meant to output on the right? Okay, let's just do that then. I always thought they output on the right. Unless it's one of those, it's the right, but it's not the right situations. Put that in the wrong place like an idiot. Yeah, so these are crammed, these belts, so we're fine there. And is everyone running here? You're occasionally pausing because you're not getting iron plate. What about you? You're occasionally pausing because you're not getting iron plate. Okay. Why would that be? I mean, you're pausing because you're not getting iron plate, but we don't care about that because, it doesn't matter. How would I get more iron plate over here? I could do. A bit janky, but we do that. So then they don't all need to run at 100%, basically. Because I got more production than I need, sort of thing. Where are you outputting? You're outputting there. So it's absolutely backed up. Yeah? So we could make these stack inserters if material is not getting up. So let's recreate that jank. So that's not ideal, but whatever. Doesn't matter. So long as it gets the stuff, it gets the stuff. So, are you backed up like you wouldn't believe? You're not quite getting iron gear wheels now. And you're pausing because you're not quite getting plate. Does that matter? I mean, you're more not getting them because you haven't got enough inserters, I think, rather than... In fact, can we get away with... I say this is what they ended up on the other the other thing, my test map, they ended up absolutely drowning in its inserters, which I don't have a fundamental problem with. It's just I was seeing if I could get away with it. So say it's absolutely stacking up here, basically. And it's because it's only outputting with normal fast inserters. So the question is material? No. No. So inserters are not getting all the way down. So we need to put stack inserters there. In fact, is that outputting on the left as well then? It is, isn't it? Am I wrong about that then? I thought they always output on the right. Oops. That's odd, because let's say maybe it's something to do with them being outputting onto the thingies. So it's now not backing up, but it is occasionally running out of stuff. Does that matter? That's the question. Because this isn't... Oops. So it's backing up there. So we could put, stack inserters here. Oops. And that outputs all of the stuff, hopefully. So it's not quite getting enough stuff in, but that's fine. So, how far down have we got laddies running? So you're not really running, but is that because just stuff is taking a while to get through? Or is there just not enough stuff? Because you have that thing where basically they have to fill up to a certain degree. Oops. So there was a tiny pause then, wasn't there, of not having an inserter. Yeah, so you're not getting inserters, are you, at the end here? Okay, so what can we do to boost that a little bit more? What is it you keep running out of? Gears. And you run out of plate, do you? Yeah, you run out of plate. So say one more of that. And we'll see what that does. We're sort of robbing Peter to pay Paul there. In that plate is what's going up here. Up here, rather. So it's still running out of plate very occasionally. Does that matter? So yeah, it's still it's doing both, isn't it? Let's see if it's worked its way up. And now we're kind of reaching the end of the belt. So what I can do is transfer it over so it gets a bit more efficient. We don't need this rubbish here. Do it again. And again. Cool. Well, these are running. Oh, and they have inserters. They've got a stack of them. Oops. And there are inserters on that belt. Excellent. Excellente. Right, so what we just need to do is essentially leave this running. Fill up all of these chests. And these chests won't be going anywhere, I don't imagine. Particularly. I haven't sorted any of this out. But what I did with this, because it was uneven, I manually sent it back and forth, just sent the instruction to go back and forth until all of these chests were full, basically. So when we eventually start it up, it should be even. So, box ticked. Green science is running. Is it good to green science? No, probably not. But we'll have to see. This is, I mean, what I should actually do is force the material down onto the. I should actually balance it. You see, because it's about the issue that inserters pick up from the outside of the belt, or right side, or whatever it really is. Don't quite understand what's happened there, but so they always grab from one side of that belt. You see, which is the outside. It's on the left there, but it's the outside in terms of where the inserters are. So, and this was the thing. Yeah, they're grabbing from the right hand side. So why were they putting on the left hand side in the other place? But yeah, so they're always taking from the right hand side. Obviously, they will then take from the left when they don't have any option, but they go for the right in preference, and that just means that it always uses up the right hand side of the belt. And while that's not necessarily a problem as such, this is actually running a bit low, isn't it? Up here, because that machine is not working. Why is that machine not working when there's belts stacked up? Because inserters aren't getting down here. Huh. Why are inserters not getting down here? What are you waiting on? Occasionally green circuits. And why are you waiting for green circuits? This should be crammed like it was before. But it is not, because you're not getting enough iron plate. Okay, how about we do some splittering. And double insertering. That's caused it all to stop. Let's bring you over. And see what happens there. So now you're running a copper cable occasionally. Does that matter? Has that solved the issue here? No. I mean, I could stick in an extra inserter there. But that's just sort of, I say, it's going to bleed this lane dry, really. Yeah, so it's copper cable you're running out of. So I could just do a cheeky extra bit here. Like so. And then like that, and like that. I'm stuck. Whoops. What happened there? Do. So that gets a little bit extra copper cable. I don't think. I mean, they're not. These aren't backing up. So it's a tiny fraction of a pause, isn't it? Are they backing up? Oh, it's filling up there. Okay. I mean, these are pretty much full now. And now it's iron plate that it's running out of, occasionally. Do I care about that? So I've gone to try and I've done numbers for 5,400 sort of thing, with the idea that if it isn't quite efficient and does have gaps, then it will still produce, over 5,000. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Right, let's bring everybody down again, because we didn't end up using landfill, and the militaries didn't have anything we needed. Oh, they're not all linked, are they? So let's link them up. No. So 2 on there, 3 on there, 4 on there, 1. Red leader. Right, so we'll head back to base. And get everybody restocked. Now, where am I going to put military? Where would be a good place for military? I have a feeling I'm going to have to rework the rail network, basically. Which I don't mind. It's just it's going to be time consuming, basically. I mean, a lot of these are almost defunct. And I can switch out. So there you go. So that's quite eaten away at that one. But, I can switch out and send them out to the outposts. But it's really about whether... There you go. These are the ones that are particularly denuded. But I say the bigger question is the whole transition from, my bus base, the way I've done it and the way I know how to do it and launch rockets, etc., into... Oh, there's a gap there. Into a Megabase, basically. I wonder what's going on with the production numbers. So if we look at science, yeah, you see, it's not quite 5,000. Say, my goal is multiple thousand. So if it get 4,000 for some of them, I'm not unhappy with that. And it's not far off 5,000. There's probably some tweaking I can do further. I assume it's because this is not. Oh, we're now not producing enough belts. Okay. What's going on there? I should really put balancers on them if I'm going to do something like that. Looks like it's not getting enough iron plate, basically. Oh, I've got 2 on there, but only 1 on there. How are we doing in terms of restocking? Everybody done? Let's do that. For me, I assume everybody else is togged up, although somebody's got something weird going on. So you're full. Get rid of that. Why are you lot stood there? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Right, so I say, where are we going to build the military? We could come up here, build it here. The thing is, though, it needs stone, brick, and coal. So really, I should build it sort of over here, maybe. Because otherwise, the trains have to come right the way through the base. But where would I put that? I could landfill this a bit more. Put it in here. Because what does it actually need? Where's the military? Because this is the first one that really needs steel. You know, for the... Oh, that's my blue science. Okay. So it's the first one that really needs steel. What the heck have I done there? Looks like I've done some shenanigans, basically. Have I got that on a separate one? Sorry, I don't imagine this is very good viewing. Oh, I see. Okay, I've got 2 iron trains then. Have I? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I mean, if I'm feeding in that much copper, feeding in that much iron, because I also got the calculator up. Where's the calculator? So I swap that to grey science. What does that look? Yeah, because it's like 10 belts of iron plate, so it's 2 trains basically. And what I'm doing, I'm making steel with one set of iron that's coming in, and you know, the ammo basically with the other, and you know, grenades, ammo and grenades basically. And then the steel is being used for the red ammo, you know, upgradey thing. Okay. So give that a go. I'm not. We won't finish that, I don't think, will we? Because I'm only streaming for 3 hours again today. How many steel do I actually need? I don't think I've screenshotted that properly. Let's have a look. So, oh yes, I have. There we go. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 33 furnaces on this. Okay, we must be done by now. Yeah, okay. Let's get everybody following us. Right, so if I turn that off, put some orders on, we'll bring ourselves over here somewhere. And then I think there's landfill orders on this already, but if not, we'll do that. So it seems to make... I say that. Because what I was thinking about doing, in terms of outposting, basically, was to have iron and copper mostly coming from these ones. You know, so if I can find some big iron and copper, which isn't say... I mean, there are some big iron and copper patches over here, but I was thinking that we could have almost everything else coming from, you know, here. And I was actually thinking in terms of going out in that direction as well. So, you know, because the other option is we have lots of, you know, mixed stuff going on. But yeah, this, I mean, because I'm going to end up having to put in lots of outposts. You know, this is just, I've just got enough to set, because I've done the generic naming system. So I can basically set them all up without... Oh, of course, these guys haven't got legs in everything. So is this... Yeah, I've already done all blueprint, you know. Landfill. So I'll drop whatever little everybody else has got, which is not a lot. And then we'll go and stand them out in that. But yes, so iron is that way. So we'll put the iron on this side, definitely. And then, because I say we need 2. And then the actual build probably in the center somewhere. So for this side, I'm going to need coal and stone brick. Stone brick? Yes, because it's walls, isn't it? Cool. Okay. Right. So only an hour left. So we won't finish this today, but we should make pretty good progress. So how about I separate out them and you lot, and then I send you. Oh, are they all following? Okay. And then 8, and then 9 over there. I get out of you, and I send you over here. And we clear out a bunch of trees. Like so. And them as well. Not too many trees over here. Right. And you lot. Go over here. So. We want, as I say, stone brick and coal. But how close do I want them to be? I don't need them to be that close. Let's send you lot over there to fill that bit out. So maybe, in fact, I'll turn my bots off. Move you lot out of the way. So it'll be about, maybe it's about here. I don't want it too close to this, basically. In case we get traffic jams, maybe. Yeah, so if we put this, say, here. And then, well, one right next to it. I say whether that's a good idea or not, I haven't a clue, but I'm sure I will find out. I've been talking about, what on previous streams, what I'm going to do next as a series, but I could well find that this whole base is just a complete disaster zone, so it could be months and months before I finish, maybe. Just have to see, really. So this would be coal and stone brick, whichever round I decide is best. Are you going to grab all of them for me? There's a good spider. Great job. Well done. Get rid of that. Usual style. All of them. Step in there. Right up. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get ammo. Huh. Turn you back on. Grab that last little bit. Anything else? Nope. Now, light that up. Okay. Turn you back off. Take you out of the way. Do a bit more filling there. Oh, actually, you could go up the top there, couldn't you? Take them trees out, and then there should be enough to fill this entire thing in this, I should think. They hold a lot of landfill. Right, so again, let's do a nice big space in case we need it. So, we need to balance in or whatever. So, we want 1, 2. In fact, why don't I use something like that? So that's 4, 8, 12, 16. So these are 8 and 8. So, and my maximum balancer size is sort of 10. So, how many is that? Is that 20? That's 20. And then we want a bit of room, say 4, 8, 12. And then an emergency thing there. So that gives us our maximum or sort of minimum point for that. And then can't remember how I lined it up last time. It was on the bottom of this, I think, was it? But yeah, what we'll do, rather than that, we'll take that there. So this is the closest that we could put a beacon. And similarly, this is the closest here. So this will give us the corner again. It's not massively efficient doing it like this, but it's kind of I kind of like to do it because trying to avoid having to pick things up too much, So effectively, in fact, I could probably rotate it, can't I? Yeah. My thing is effectively upside down compared to this. I want it the other way around, I think. Because I want the steel on the left-hand side. In fact, it's not just... It would be better if I both rotated it and flipped it over. It's a bit inconvenient. Hang on, sorry. I should have taken a break, really. But I ploughed on. Yeah, okay. So, in that case, if we have the science coming out the bottom, what we can actually do is put the labs... not the labs, the pickup train over here, basically. For the beakers. And then have the iron at the side. Yeah, okay. It's confusing looking at it upside down. Now, how many do I need? So, let's zoom in a bit. So it's 4, it's a 4, 4 across again, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows of 4, so 40. Okay. 10 rows of 4. So, we want the default or the generic one of them. And we'll do, how far could I put it? Because if I put it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. So this is our bottom one. I say this is science. This is science. None of that stuff you've heard before. That's not science. This is science. In fact, what I could do, I could stick the... Can't I? Yeah, I'm just doing the side output. Yeah, okay. So I'm just doing my standard. Just doing my standard thing here. So I might as well stick this on the thing and copy and paste it up. So I'm just doing, say, this lad. If I do that like that. So I don't quite understand why the ones that I thought would output on the right were actually outputting on the left. But So I actually might as well stick that in with that. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Yeah. So copy and paste that. Save us having to, redo all of that bit of it. So that's 4. And then we want 10 of those. So we want, in fact, might as well easy to do that. So that's 4, 6. I lost count then. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Yeah. We then want, which should we do first? I guess easiest to do the Granata. Now how many? There's loads of rows of that. Grenades are so slow to make. In fact, we'll put that down there because I don't think that's on that picture. No, that's the green again. What's that showing? Yeah, there we go. So how many of these do we want? We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows with grenades on. And then 1 row with walls. So that's grenades. And what I'm doing basically on this one is I'm essentially... Oh, how have I done that on the bottom? Hang on. Why is that not... Oh, because it's there. I'm basically putting one on one side and one on the other side. And I say these are sufficiently slow. Actually, is that the right side? Because I want the belt, don't I? Yeah. These are sufficiently slow that I can just do that, basically. And all I need to do is feed in iron and coal. And we can kind of do that however we want, really. I mean, we'll have coal coming in this way, I guess, because that's how I've just set it up. Like that. I don't even think I need stack inserters, but we'll stick one on anyway. And you need... I don't think you take prods, do you? No. So you take speeds. And then, I guess... iron plate will just be coming in from the other side, really. Yeah. Oh, isn't the ratio... Oh, no, it's only 5. So there's more coal than there is... Oh, which is a point, isn't it? Because... Yeah, okay. So we don't want that. We want more inserters for coal, basically. So we do that. Shouldn't need that many, but... So we'll see. And then this would be... No, wrong one. So that's there, that's there, that's there. Oops. Yeah, so that's basically the Granata. And I've forgotten how many I said. I think it was 6, wasn't it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, right. So I want this 6 times. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then the next row is the walls. And the walls are a bit of a beast in terms of how much sort of material they hunger for. As in, we have to feed in about 1 billion, give or take, stone bricks. So that's that. And it's just speeds again in these? I don't think it's prods. No, speeds. Yeah. I might have to swap that over, actually, because it's going to be in the way, isn't it? Yeah, because I want to put... So put that on that side. Now what we need with this is we need the stone brick going on, onto this side. But where I've got 6 machines blasting it out on the for the grenades, I've only got 1 here. So what I need is a good couple of them. Now I think, yeah. So what I've done is I've basically brought that round there. This up here. Like that. And in there. All with stacks. Because say it absolutely eats. Is that all stacks up there? Yep. Just eats stone brick for breakfast, basically. So yeah, so we need stone brick coming in there. And that then outputs all of that onto there. And the walls are then on the left-hand side. The granatas on the right-hand side. Feeds all the way up here. I could stick this in, actually. I think I'm just doing that. And is it a stack inserter? Because it's multiple different things. Yeah, stack inserter because it's multiple, different things. So we can just copy that bit. Plop that down. Like so. Why have I done that? Should have done that. In fact, why am I not just... Copying and paste is such a godsend. So that's all effectively set up, you see. It's the ammo that's the more complicated one. But what we need to do here is basically decide what's coming in where. So that was grenade. That's right. That's the coal there. So it makes sense for this to be coal, wouldn't it? And how many inputs have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just need an 8 to 6 balancer. Here, I believe. 5. Which way am I going? There we go. 8 to 6. Plop that there. Copy them. Take them over the top. Let's leave a bit of a room. Let's just double it, basically. Let's just double it. Why not treat ourselves, honey? So, we want that there. Oops. Like that. Cool. And then... Oh, is that perfectly aligned? No. Bottoms. Okay, let's pick that up then. Move it 1 up. And then it's perfectly aligned. Perfectly aligned for the perfect alignment. Obviously, we need to get the spiders to build everything first. So that's up there, say. And this is going to be some sort of situation here. Like so. So this is likely to be 6. Okay. Huh. And then like that. And then let's use this to turn the corner. Just makes it a little easier. I don't know how people remember to do self promos and all that sort of stuff. I guess if if you're sort of relying on it, it's your income stream. But you see some of these streamers, and they're always reminding people to follow and like and all those sorts of things, depending on what platform they're on. But it just completely escapes me. I suppose if your income depends on it, you're probably a bit more minded to do it. Right. So in theory, how many have we got here? It's 3 each, isn't it? So 3, 6, 9, 12. Crikey. 12. 12, 12, 12. Because I haven't got a 12 balancer, you see. That's why I'm in an erring. But what I could do 2 4 to 6s. I think I'm keen to have the full 8 balancer here. 8 to 8 balancer here. And then what we could do, you see, is we can have a 4 to 6, which is where it's going to be there. Like that. Put it 1 there. And 1 here, sort of thing. I'm going to need to move them up, though, aren't I? So that I've got the room for the belts. Maybe if I... It's going to look fairly ugly, this, but... Because if that was there and that was there, at least the ugliness is symmetrical. That's one way. Look, that's the way I'm looking at it, anyway. Let's do that. No. Why don't I just put them in? Cool. So now we've got 12, 12. Oops, and it's balanced across the thing. So I need to take this up to here. So that's the corner there. So if we use this again, and like that. Cool. And then I might as well just keep using that. So up to there. Right. We're going to run out of belt again, aren't we? Because definitely aren't enough in those Spidertrons. Okay, let's bring everyone over, though. And see what they can do. In fact, let's get you to follow that. Might bring these with us as well. See, so I didn't need to landfill all of this, but we might as well finish the job. We don't need water over here particularly. Right, so let's wander around. Stand in some choice spots. Hello, Ultimate Place. How are you doing? Sorry if you posted that a while ago. I've been prattling on to myself. Right, let's get that bit filled out. Why is that not? There we go. Good. How about you? Yeah, I'm fine actually. I'm doing quite well. The the base is coming along. I've got a little bit of time. I put in some outposts during the week, so I'm sort of set up to um, I'm set up to be able to build all of the builds and have trains sort of go back and forth to test things out in that way. But I'm pretty sure. Oh, I haven't got my bots on. I was wondering why no robot bots were getting put down. I mean, I need loads more outposts to actually supply the material, but yeah, I'm feeling a bit happier, sort of, about the progress. And more generally, yeah, doing well. It's eased off a little bit at work, which is great. Because it all got a bit intense for a while, if I'm totally honest. My company's quite understanding in terms of, in fact, they've almost embraced the whole remote working that we've been doing, during our lockdown for COVID. They seem quite keen on the idea of people still working mostly from home and stuff, but they kind of ramped up the amount that we had to do. So effectively, I'm basically working full scale like I was pre-COVID, which is fine, and I quite like working from home most of the time. But um, to be totally frank, you miss the social aspect of working in an office. I mean, not that I'm the most sociable of people. Have we run out of belt again? I think we run out of belt. Yeah, there's not enough belt, is there? Okay. So if I send everyone back, what does that look like? Because I don't need any tree clearance. But yeah, as I say, they just sort of ramped us back up to full whack without really, accounting for the fact that you feel a bit lonely to some extent, particularly with what I do, because there's a lot of chatting about the projects that we do or discussing them, and so I've not been able to do that at all. Right, so military, that's all set up. Well, I could put. Oh, I forgot. How far have they got? Because they've got all my trains. Um, let's bring them back, and I'll grab the trains, and I'll get these running at the very least. Oh, what do I work as? So I'm what's known as a bid manager, um, I'm actually a grant manager. The difference is just in terminology, really. But basically, when companies apply for grants, um, we essentially help them and write those grants for them. And by grant, a grant is when a company is doing some research, um, they can apply to get, as I say, a grant, which is like basically money from the government. Somebody else has got some. Yeah, it's money from the government. Oh, this has only got 4. That's why it's not enough. Okay. Yeah, it's money from the government, and basically the idea is that it sort of helps the economy and stuff like that by them doing this research and things like that. So basically, I write grant applications for them. I mean, I'm also that's like in the public, no, not in the public, in the, I say it's yeah, it's a different thing to. I also do. I mean, my background is commercial bidding, so when a company applies for a contract, so a very an example sort of everyone's sort of familiar with is um, when they build like a road or a bridge or something like that, the construction companies will bid to do that work. So you know, they'll issue a competition document, and I mean that's generally the government's paying for that as well. But that's a commercial activity. It's not a grant. A grant you don't have to repay or anything like that. Whereas a commercial, commercial bid, the idea is that if the company messes up, then they can reclaim the money and all that sort of stuff. So I do both, but at the moment it's a grant writing. And I say, because it's just writing basically, so it's just typing all day pretty much. So I can do it remotely. It's not it's not something I need. Huh? It's not something I need. I need to be in an office for, really, when you think about it. Which way around have I done these? Hang on. So this needs to be stone brick. Okay. So it does work well from that point of view, but you get a lot of, as I say, we ask each other questions basically. So it's military, and it's stone brick. As you can imagine, because questions are open to interpretation basically. So when the grant asks you a particular question, you have to say, give an answer to it, and we check with each other, well, what do you think this means, this question, and how do you think this is a good enough answer, and all that sort of stuff. So I say there is a lot of stuff we discuss, and without them being there, it's feeling quite lonely and a bit pressured. As I say, you can't come to almost can't come to a consensus on a thing. Yeah, if that makes any sense. Right, so we want coal on this one. Cool. Okay. So I don't think I've got enough trains, have I? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I haven't got enough. Right, so if I just drop a bit of rocket fuel in a couple of them, and there, and then we want coal filtered on there. That, copy that down. And then your mission, click the wrong thing, is to go from coal pickup to coal drop off here. And we want you to be full, and we want you to be empty, and we want you to start that right now. Are we full? Filled up. Looks like we're probably filled up. Where is... Oh, 175. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's no lubricant. Why is there no lubricant? Have I broken the line somewhere? There's no lube there. There's lube. Oh, no. No, there's no lubricant. I guess that's because they're just not... There's nothing else happening. Huh. Oh. So is this all sort of backed up with... Where's the... So there's nothing in the heavy. So it's the fact that that's full, basically. So how can I solve that? If I just set a research going, maybe? Yeah, okay. So I'll stack these up again. because I have got the... Yeah. Well, that's inconvenient. I mean, we weren't going to finish this today anyway. I'm only streaming till 6 again. I know, so I wasn't really going to finish this probably. Are these all empty now? So there... Oh, no. You've got 3,000. I don't get why it does that. He's got 3,000 in. So why is it just sitting here not doing anything? But if I click even slightly, suddenly they'll explode out again. I mean, I don't know if it's a thing where... I know it cycles through the build orders, but it doesn't really make sense there to me, because it seems to be... I mean, they kind of sit there indefinitely. It doesn't actually sort of prompt it until you do a move, basically. Now, where's the... Because there's a bit missing there. Where's the thingy? There we go. Has it done it again? Yeah, so it's still got 1.4 in it, and it stopped again. If I do that, suddenly they start working. Very strange. So it looks like we're not going to quite fill this. It's not far off, though. Is that it? Everyone properly empty now? Yeah. Okay, so we'll send them back. Get them stocked up. Let's make sure that's in the... Yeah, that's in the coverage. So the spiders are coming back. So I can at least get that other one running. So I need 4 more, don't I? So if I get yours... Oh. Is that running? Because it's certainly been once back. Yeah, it's 4 now. Yeah, I forgot to... The other outposts have still got the slow loading, so I need to remember to fix that. 2, 3, 4... And 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is sort of a big part of this is testing whether these new outposts I've built are functional, as in, you know, the trains can go back and forth and I've not messed up any train lines, and, you know, the contents works and all that sort of stuff. I've not messed up the names or anything like that. I'm going to say I will need multiple outposts of everything, I would expect. Particularly when we get to rocket parts and all that sort of goodness. Right, so your job, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to go to brick pickup and then come back and unload. And you want to be full and you want to be empty. So go do that. So I have a horrible feeling that sticking all these close together is a terrible idea, but I'm kind of hoping that the amount the trains can deliver will almost offset the fact that they'll get in each other's way. But we'll have to see. Right then, so... What I could do, I guess... Let's see if I can work out what the heck was going on in my other... in my picture of my my design. So, which way? Is that? No, that's the blue science build. So, I zoom in on that a bit. Because I've got... So, I'm making... Well, I mean, I need to hook the grenades up with iron plate. But I've got the that's not exactly difficult. But what I need to do basically is have 3x3 row. Okay, so let's come down here again. Grab that, that, and then these need to go here. In fact, I'll turn my bots off for the time being. Yeah, I see what I'm doing. So basically we have 3 rows, a 3x3 grid. What? Oh, I've not got any. Okay. So let's bring you lot over. Right. So these are the ones making the piercing ammo. Because it's a bit weird how I've done this, basically, because some of the piercing arrow needs to go, well, that way. Let's have a look at mine. Yeah. Needs to go that way, out of these, along here. And then the rest needs to go up so that I can feed it in. So basically, I'm side-loading all of the piercing ammo. Side-loading? So side-inserting all the piercing ammo. But of course I've lined it up here. I mean, what I could do... Why did I do that? Why did I do... I think it's because the piercing... Yeah. I did that because if I line it up with the grenades, which would make more sense because, slightly better arrangement, but then I'd have the problem that I have to get the iron plate, worked around. And I guess I could have taken it in the top or something, but then I've got the walls down the bottom here. So because these are so hungry, there's so much coming in that there's no real room to put another lane of iron plate. And I could have brought it in the side there, but it sort of makes no real difference, I guess. So this is the regular ammo. Yeah, and you see now, because then we've got the iron plate here, which is what they need. Cool. I've actually done it the other way around. I fed that in. That's interesting. It's because I'm flipping and reversing the whole situation. So, right, so that's the one there. Now, what I can do, I can change that to a regular belt, so we don't get any cross pollution, like that. And then I can also feed iron plate in this way. Because this is a bit more hungry for iron plate than the old granatas. Like that. And what have I actually done? Because there's quite a few inserters, but that's probably me just doing my inserter madness again. So maybe if we do that. In fact, I'll make that one of them to make it easier to replace. And then don't I need to flip the... Wow, what am I doing now? Oh, I need copper, of course. I've forgotten copper. But, I mean, we bring that in the other way. But because these are 3 ingredients, aren't they? They're steel... Yeah, and basically the steel Well, I need to... How is the steel coming in? Oh, steel's coming along the bottom. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Huh. What madness is this? Yeah, so I've got all sorts of stuff going on here. Right, so what I think I'll do is just copy and paste this. So we got... That's all the piercing ammo. Like that. And then what I've got then, you see, is the smelting. Oops. What happened there? Smelting here. Oh. It's... Oh. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's just put that there. Oops. Keep misclicking. So this is the steel. And what I've actually done, I've taken the steel basically along the bottom, doing my favourite trick with the inserters. In fact, let's do that. No. Oops. Let's do that. Like that. Like that. Like that. So that's the steel coming through. Like that. Giving you steel there. And the iron plate for it is at the top. I'll put that there, but it's just so I can duplicate it basically with one of those lads. And now how many of them do we need? Crikey. We need 1, 3, well, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So, in fact, come over here, my spider friends, and then we can put the... I don't know why the default doesn't have them in. It should have them in. Yeah, so we want that, that, and that, and then we want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think traditionally what people do with Megabase builds is they centralize all the smelting and stuff. So that's 11, isn't it? Yeah. So this could well be an atrocious idea, but I will find out in due time. Due course, rather. Why can't I get through there? What's going on? Right, so we just send you lot up there, and we can copy and paste this bit, like so. So hopefully by doing the research, the loop will start flowing, because I don't really fancy going and having to sort that problem out as well. I can't get... These aren't prods, are they? Nah. Speeds. And I haven't got any on me. Okay. Yeah, so the idea is that now we can have iron plate, basically, come in this way, this way, this way, also in here, and in here, and go across there, and across there, and across there, and across there, and across there. And what I basically need to do then is feed, I've got the steel, because that, and what I need to do is feed the ordinary rounds up this way, and copper in somewhere. Probably, I would guess. Bring it along there, maybe? and then bring it down. Could get quite messy. Let's see if we can't do that first. Because that'll put it on the opposite. If I put it here, basically, so the copper come in like that. Yeah. Like so. Feed that in there. Then what else are you going to need? So you've got copper, and you need the ammo. And we can bring that probably up the center. So I can have the ammo coming up here. Like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Or some sense, anyway. So if I copy and paste that bit, like that, and put that in there. So I need copper, you know, up here, basically. And yeah, I need to insert that there. How much have I actually done on my reference? It's literally just the one thing. Okay. Why don't I do this then? Do that. And that. Okay. So it looks like maybe a copper train first would be easier. Okay. And I need iron like here, here, here. Oops, that's the wrong place. There. Like that. Somewhere. So if I give this a... I lost count there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we want the train, I would suggest, unloading copper to be here, or as close to here as we can do. If I move everyone out of the way, I don't want you putting the blueprint in. So it needs to be about here-ish, but where does that mean in terms of the junction? So, oh, that's almost perfect, isn't it? There we go. So I need to get rid of those, like that. Now get rid of this, like so. Right, so I plop this in. Where's the... There it is. Wait, oh no. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Right, plop that there. So this will be copper. And then we need 2 iron. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, let's give it a go. But I suspect it's not going to fit, is it? Oh. Oh. Okay. Sort of swings around. I mean, what I could do, I could have the copper unloading over here. And just, bring the belts across. Well, the other option is I try and do it with one. Which way am I going? There we go. Try and do it with one iron station, but I'm pretty sure that's not a goer. Okay. So if we have 2 iron stations here, because I could put the copper there, but then it's crossing over quite a lot. I could put the copper here, but then it's very close to that junction. Does that matter? I'm going to end up ripping all this up anyway, I suspect. Okay. Oh, sorry. So somebody's chatted. I was miles away. DJ the Man 11 would break symmetry, but you could have the junction off the left up and down the rail, then curve to fit the unloader. Yeah. There's all sorts of options there. I mean, the other option, if we go nuts with it, there's 2 missing undergrounds on the piercing. Is there ammo? Ultimate place. I will go and fix that. I mean, the other option is to go full nut job and move the entire thing over. I'm going to ponder that because I'm about to finish. But I'll ponder the exact solution to that I want to go for. Because I've got this space here, so I could just squish up. I don't think I'm actually going to use this for anything. So I could squish that up. That wouldn't quite work, would it? Because it's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, it would be very close, though. And I could squish up here. It's not ideal anyway, because then it's going to be two fairly high traffic junctions. Well, this is going to be low traffic because it's not going to be that much material, but that's a very high traffic junction at the moment. But then, as I say, I'm going to rip all this up eventually. I'll have a think about that. I suspect it may be a hybrid where I move everything over. I'm getting carried away thinking about that. I'll ponder it for next time. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to fix the pissing ammo that you spotted. So, whoa, this is all wrong, isn't it? I messed that up. What was that you said? So there was 200. Oh yeah, so that's that one. I think that's what you meant. Ultimate place. Thanks for the spot. Yeah, controller. I mean, I say that's what I would do. Oh, thank you for the follow, Frigio. Or for you. That's the one. Okay, thanks for the spot. Yeah, as I say, what I will probably do, I probably will like compress this up a bit, but because I can work out. Well, actually, if that's that distance there, then that would need to be sort of there-ish, wouldn't it? And then, so that would be there. So I think it's very, very close. The problem with cut and pasting it is basically I've had these trains running for quite a while now, And there's going to be a load of stuff in these chests. Yeah. And while that's not a problem, it means, obviously, having to dump it all out of the chests, basically. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to pick this up tomorrow, I'm afraid, because as I say, I can't really stream for the 4 hours that I have been doing over the summer. I've got all sorts of things my family are wanting to do now that lockdown's out, and we're having to plan it all and work it all out, etc., etc. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave it there. I will obviously be picking up tomorrow at 3 p.m. BST, exactly the same time, and plan obviously is to finish this off. It's not that far off. I mean, I could even. Sorry, I'm picking at the same wound. I could even make this like a T-junction or something like that. So, I could. I need room here to insert stuff, but I could move these so that they're, and effectively do a not a T-junction, an L shape, a dog leg for the belts, basically. Because there's plenty of room around these. And that would give me all the room I need, I think, doing that. It'd end up looking a bit weird, though. Anyway, so yes, I need to stop. So, as I say, I'll pick up tomorrow at 3 p.m. BST, when we will finish off this grey science. If I decide moving it is the best, I'll just do that, before tomorrow. So it won't be hours of me waiting for the bots to empty out all the chests. I'll do all that if I decide that's the way to go. But we'll finish this grey science build, the military science build, and then we'll build blue science. Blue science is obviously going to be a bit more interesting. I'm hoping as well. We're now making belts. Lube has been reactivated. Yeah, there we go. So we're making belts again. What was I saying? Yeah, we'll do blue science, which is obviously a bit more interesting, because we need to do sulfur and all that sort of stuff. And that should do us tomorrow. So it'll be 3 hours again, I'm afraid. So I guess self-promo stuff. So I'm Trismegistus, at Trismegistus there. You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, all the same username. However, on YouTube and Twitter, it's alias to Triggles, because I think it's a bit easier to say, a bit more catchy, really. And I stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday is satisfactory for a couple of hours. Just a bit of fun after work, really. I just, I quite like that game, and I've sort of picked it up again now that Update 4's been launched. But then the main series I do is Factorio. The purpose of the series is to try and build a megabase. I've 2,000 hours in the game, but I've never built a megabase, multiple thousands per minute megabase. I always get a bit bored and stop and, restart, basically. And the idea is by having the stream series, it's kind of going to push me to finish it. So if you want to catch up on any of my series, I archive the VODs to YouTube. Fridays for the Satisfactory as well. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays for the Factorio streams. There's playlists of all both the series there. I am definitely going to do Dyson Sphere program again. But I'm waiting. I've decided to wait until they actually issue the blueprints, which is literally, I might have got it mixed up. It's this week or next week that's meant to come out. I could have started. It turned out they said you don't have to restart, because they did the copy and paste and you needed to restart for that. But I decided just to wait for the blueprints. And once we got blueprints, I think that game will be really, really good. It's a really good fun Dyson Sphere program. But lack of blueprints made it really tedious. So that's me. Thanks for everyone who's joining me. I've really got to go. I'm going to get in trouble. I say back again tomorrow, 3 o'clock British summertime. Oh, obviously my page has a schedule on it, so you can look at your local time. And I will catch you in a future one, hopefully. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again. Cheers.